Hello there, this is Samuel at Hansoft. In this video I'm going to take you through managing QA. And for that I'm going to go through two of the features within the QA section of Hansoft. First being the bug workflow. Let's go into Customize Bug Workflow and take a look here. So this is the default bug workflow when you start Hansoft. There's two different types of items here. We have the transitions, the green ones, and the states. Now let's take a look at a state. So a state is basically one state that a bug can exist in. There's a number of settings you can set for a state. This one requires a little bit of extra explanation. So filling out, for example, saying that we need a detailed description for a bug before we can progress from new. It means that a bug can't leave the status new before this is filled out. A transition is basically a rule that says that these set of people are allowed to move a bug from the previous state to the new state. And setting mandatory data fields here means that in order for the bug to transition through this transition, this information has to be filled out. Let's customize this bug workflow by adding an archive, which is basically bugs that are old, but we want to keep them, but just don't want to have them in the view all the time. So for that, I'm going to create a new status here at the end and call it archive. I'm just going to select these two items here, hide it in the to-do list so that it doesn't appear in our co-workers' to-do lists, and also that the status is unpublished, which means that it's not going to show up in the list of all bugs unless explicitly asked for. And I'm going to connect this up here and save this workflow. So let's report a few bugs here. Let's call these two, the top ones, crash. As you can see now, if I search for crash, these two are going to show up. But let's move them to the archive. So if I search for crash now, nothing is going to appear. I can access these though by going through this list and just looking at archive. And here you can see this is where the bugs are now. So that was the first feature. Let's go to the second one, and that is detailed access and restriction rules. So in detailed access and restriction rules, you can set up rules that either prevents or gives access to people to do things in the bug section. One common rule could be to set up so that the QA manager has full access to do anything in the QA section without being the main manager for the whole project. So let's say that we want to give access to, and let's choose our QA lead here. And let's just click all these boxes. This means that now our lead QA can do anything in the QA section of this project. Another common rule that I see out there is that people don't want bugs to be deleted, not by anyone. So what we can do then is create a rule that says to all project members, including our leads and main managers, that we cannot delete bugs. And there we go. So now we can't delete the bug. If I click delete here, you can see that we're prevented from deleting this. So that was all I wanted to show you in this video, and thanks for your time.